Russian court has denied WNBA star Brittney Griner's appeal of her 9-year prison sentence on drug charges. Griner watched by video link from a detention center as her lawyers tried to convince an appeals court to overturn or reduce her sentence. She was detained at a Moscow airport in February after Russian authorities said they found vape canisters with cannabis oil in her luggage. After her appeal was rejected, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan issued a statement saying, in part, quote, "The Biden-Harris administration has continued to engage with Russia through every available channel and make every effort to bring home Brittney, as well as to support and advocate for other Americans detained in Russia, including fellow wrongful detainee Paul Whelan." NBC's Matt Bodner joins us now from London. Matt, good morning. What comes next?
Thank you, Jose, and good morning. Well, this was in many ways, I think, one of the last tricks in the playbook that's available to Griner's legal team. This was a formal appeal of the sentence that was handed down at the trial a few months ago, of course, 9 years. And they tried to argue against this sentence in a few ways. You know, they wanted to see it either suspended or reduced in some way. And some of the arguments that we saw from them today were things such as classifying it as excessively harsh. They were pointing out that Russian citizens, at least some of them, who have been brought up on similar charges and sentenced, received much less strict, much less time than Griner has. So they're saying that they essentially unfairly threw the book at her. We saw a number of arguments also recycled from her trial, again pointing out all of the work she has done for Russian sport within Russia. So it's hard to see where they go from here. Her legal team was speaking to reporters outside of the courthouse after today's verdict was issued, and they said that they have not yet spoken with Griner, so they don't actually know if they're going to file another appeal. That option apparently remains open to them, but it's just extremely difficult to see how that would change at this point. So it again moves back into this realm of a possible prisoner swap, something we've been hearing about since Griner was arrested in Moscow back in February. But it's important to note we've been hearing about that for 5 years now with Paul Whelan. That said, Trevor Reed was traded earlier this year, so we're just going to have to see how that goes, Jose.
Matt Bodner in London, I thank you so very much.